Oh, Lord, it's good to be here with you. Look, I need to tell you something that's kind of embarrassing, but if I'm being real with you, and I always try to be real with you, I used to be absolutely terrible at starting conversations, like monumentally bad. We're talking about the kind of bad where I'd open my mouth, words would come out, and I could literally watch the other person's soul leave their body. It was brutal. I remember this one time at a party. I walked up to this group of people who seemed cool, and my brain just short-circuited. I said, and I swear this is true, I said, "So, do you guys like oxygen?" The silence that followed was so thick you could cut it with a knife. One person just slowly turned away. Another pretended their phone was ringing. It didn't even make a sound. They just looked at their silent phone and walked away. That conversation was murdered in cold blood, and I was holding the weapon. Now, here's the thing about conversation starters that nobody tells you. All that crap online that lists 10 or 15 different opening lines, it's useless. Because here's what I learned after spending way too much time researching this stuff. And I'm talking about a deep dive that involved reading papers by psychologists and watching hours of social dynamics videos. The opener doesn't matter nearly as much as the energy and intent behind it. But, and this is a massive but, there are 3 specific conversation starters that work consistently because they tap into something deeper than just words. They create an immediate sense of curiosity, safety, or shared experience. And today, I'm going to teach you all 3 of them. And I'm going to show you exactly how they work in real situations using some ridiculous stick figure demonstrations that I promise will make this all click. Before we dive into the first one, I need you to do me a favor. If you're watching this and you're tired of awkward small talk, if you've ever felt that stomach drop moment when a conversation just dies and you don't know how to revive it, do me a solid and subscribe to Confident Connection Lab. We're building a community of people who are done with fake surface level interactions and ready to have real, meaningful conversations that actually go somewhere. Hit that subscribe button because we've got so much more coming your way. And hey, while we're at it, drop a comment below and tell me where you're watching this from. Are you at home, on a break, at work, hiding in the bathroom at a family gathering? I want to know. It helps me understand who's in this community with us. And honestly, I just think it's cool to see how far these videos reach. All right, let's get into conversation starter number 1. And this one changed everything for me. It's what I call the genuine observation opener. Here's how it works. Instead of asking a generic question like, "How are you?" or "What do you do?" you make a genuine observation about something in the immediate environment or about the person, and then you express curiosity about it. The key word here is genuine. You can't fake this. People have incredible radar for fake enthusiasm, and we're hardwired to really hate fake people. So you have to mean it. Let me give you an example with our stick figure friend here. Imagine stick figure me is at a coffee shop, and I notice someone has a book that looks interesting. Instead of saying, "Hey, what you reading?" which is fine but kind of flat, I say, "That book looks intense. I keep seeing it everywhere. Is it living up to the hype, or is everyone just pretending it's good?" See what happened there? I made an observation, I expressed genuine curiosity, and I added a little humor with the everyone just pretending part. That tiny bit of playfulness signals that I'm not here to interrogate them. I'm here to connect. Now, stick figure them, let's call them Alex, they light up a little. Why? Because I didn't ask them to perform or impress me. I gave them an easy out if they want to be honest. They might say, "Honestly, it's kind of slow, but everyone says it gets better." Boom. Now we have a real conversation. We're not doing the surface level dance. We're talking about something that actually matters to them in that moment. And here's the beautiful part. This works everywhere. At the gym, you notice someone's workout routine. I see you here every morning doing that same routine. I respect the dedication. How long did it take before it stopped feeling like torture? At a networking event, you notice someone looks relieved to be near the snack table. These events are always so intense, right? I swear the best conversations always happen by the food. Are you hiding out here too? See the pattern? Genuine observation plus curiosity plus a little humanity. I used to overthink this so much. I'd stand there, paralyzed, trying to come up with the perfect thing to say. And by the time I had something, the moment was gone. But once I realized that people just want to feel seen and understood, not impressed or entertained, everything shifted. The genuine observation opener works because it does exactly that. It says, I see you. I'm curious about you. Let's have a real moment here. And that, my friend, is what makes a conversation starter unforgettable. It's not about being clever. It's about being present and giving someone permission to be real with you. When you nail that energy, the words almost don't matter. But having this framework helps, especially when you're nervous or your brain is doing that thing where it forgets how human interaction works. Trust me, I've been there. I've been there so many times. But this opener pulled me out of that nightmare and into actual conversations that went somewhere good. So try it. Next time you're in a situation where you want to connect with someone, look around, find something genuine to observe, and lead with curiosity. You'll be shocked at how well it works. All right, so you've got the genuine observation opener in your toolkit now. But here's the thing. That's just the beginning. There are 2 more conversation starters that absolutely changed the game for me. And I'm gonna break them down for you right now with some stick figure action that'll make everything crystal clear. These 2 are what I call my secret weapons because they work in situations where the first one might not fit. Different contexts, different energy, but the same result. Real connection that goes somewhere meaningful instead of dying a slow, painful death in small talk hell. Let me introduce you to conversation starter number 2, the shared experience connector. This one is absolute gold at parties, networking events, or any situation where you're both experiencing the same environment. Here's how it works. Instead of pretending the situation isn't awkward or uncomfortable, you acknowledge it with humor and vulnerability, which instantly creates a bond. Picture this. Stick figure me is at a work networking event, one of those corporate things where everyone's standing around with name tags, pretending they're having a great time but secretly dying inside. I approach stick figure Sam, who's also standing alone looking slightly uncomfortable. Instead of the classic, "So what do you do?" I say, "Is it just me? Or do these events always feel like the first day of school? I never know if I should introduce myself or just stand here and hope someone adopts me into their conversation circle." Boom. Sam laughs, their shoulders relax, and suddenly we're not 2 strangers performing professionalism. We're 2 humans acknowledging that this situation is kind of weird, and that acknowledgement creates instant connection. The psychology behind this is fascinating. When you name the shared experience, especially the uncomfortable or absurd parts of it, you're doing something powerful. You're signaling that you're real, that you see what's actually happening, and that you're willing to be a little vulnerable. People respond to that because it gives them permission to drop their guard too. I learned this the hard way. I used to go to these events and try to seem super confident and put together, asking all the right questions, and every conversation felt forced and exhausting. Then one night, I was at this painfully awkward mixer, and I was so tired of pretending that I just said to the person next to me, "I have no idea what I'm doing here." Do you ever feel like you're just winging life and hoping nobody notices? They looked at me like I'd just read their mind, and we ended up having one of the best conversations I've had at a professional event. That's when I realized vulnerability isn't weakness in conversation. It's the skeleton key that opens real connection. Now, stick figure demonstration time for different contexts. At a party where the music is too loud. I swear I've said what 17 times in the last 5 minutes. Should we find a quieter corner? Or are you also just nodding and pretending you can hear? On a first date at a busy restaurant. Is it weird that I'm already stressed about whether I'm going to have food in my teeth the whole time? Please tell me if I do. I'll do the same for you. Packed? See what's happening? You're taking the pressure off by naming the thing everyone's thinking but nobody's saying. It's disarming, it's human, and it works every single time. All right, final conversation starter. And this one is my absolute favorite for deeper connections. I call it the curiosity-driven deep dive. This is for when you want to move past surface-level stuff and actually get to know someone. Instead of asking boring questions, you ask something that requires a real answer and shows you're genuinely interested in their inner world. Stickfigure me is now on a date with stickfigure Jordan. We've covered the basics, and I want to go deeper. I say, okay, real question. What's something you're weirdly passionate about that most people don't know? Jordan's eyes light up because nobody ever asks them about their weird hobby of collecting vintage maps or their obsession with competitive baking shows. And here's the magic. When people talk about things they genuinely care about, they come alive. Their whole energy shifts. They're not performing anymore. They're just being themselves. I remember using this on a date once, and the person told me about their passion for amateur astronomy. They went on for 20 minutes about constellations and meteor showers, and I was completely captivated. Not because I care that much about space, but because watching someone light up about their passion is one of the most beautiful things in the world. That date turned into a relationship that lasted 2 years, all because I asked a question that invited them to be real with me. The key with this starter is to follow up with genuine curiosity. Don't just nod and wait for your turn to talk. Ask why they love it, how they got into it, what it feels like when they're doing it. Let them take you on a journey into their world. So there you have it, 3 conversation starters that never fail. The genuine observation opener, the shared experience connector, and the curiosity-driven deep dive. But here's the real secret, and I need you to hear this. These starters work because they're built on a fundamental truth. Conversation isn't a performance. It's not about impressing anyone or saying the perfect thing. It's about connection. It's about seeing another person, letting yourself be seen, and creating a moment where you both feel a little less alone in the world. When you shift your mindset from, I need to seem interesting, to, I'm genuinely interested in this person, everything changes. Your nervousness fades because you're not worried about being judged. You're focused on them. And that focus, that genuine curiosity and care is magnetic. If you want more content like this, real practical advice on building connections that matter, make sure you're subscribed to Confident Connection Lab. We're just getting started, and I've got so much more to share with you about building confidence, having meaningful conversations, and creating relationships that actually fulfill you. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And remember, the next time you're in a situation where you want to connect with someone, take a breath, be genuine, and trust that being real is always better than being perfect. You've got this. Now go out there and start some conversations that actually matter.